Welcome back to iSPI Hacks, everybody. This is Sarah Ayers, Business Incubation Program Coordinator with Innovate Springfield. I'm excited to welcome back Pam Schallhorn. She's a Community and Economic Development Specialist with the University of Illinois Extension. Today, she's presenting part 4, the last installment of Creating the Virtual Pop-Up. I know you've been really loving this. Today, she's talking about your e-commerce site development, that critical component in making the sales online. So take it away, Pam.
Thanks, Sarah. Hi, I'm Pam Schallhorn. Welcome back to part 4 of Creating the Virtual Pop-Up Shop. This is the final session of the program, and we will be talking about developing your e-commerce site. According to Gabriel A. Mays, the biggest threat to a business website isn't a competitor, it's the back button. Developing an online shop should take you as much planning and time to implement as it did to develop your vendor booth or build out and inventory your storefront. Now I'm going to repeat that again because I think a lot of us look at the e-commerce sites or our online shopping sites as just a sideline, and it's not. It is becoming more and more critical to have that online shopping presence. Developing an online shop should take you as much planning and time to implement as it did your vendor booth or build out and inventory your storefront. There will be several stages and components to this process. You're going to need to develop an e-commerce site or have one developed for you. You will need those high quality photos and videos we've talked about. Who will take care of your chat? And your site's going to require maintenance on a regular basis. Part of your planning should include the decision as to whether you will be hiring someone or doing all this work yourself. First, you're going to need to look at the benefit versus cost. Do you pay maintenance fees to a website developer or use staff time for updating? Someone needs to be available to update your site daily. Yes, I said daily. If not you, then who? Taking photos and high quality videos. Do you have the equipment? Do you have the skills to produce those high quality photos? Next, let's talk again. You saw this in the previous slide, but I can't say it enough. You want to make sure your e-commerce site makes shopping easy. Ask yourself these questions when you're testing the site. How easily can they search products, add them and delete them to the shopping cart, pay to finish the process, and the ability to receive delivery, and in addition, make returns? What about delivery? Can you ensure on-time delivery? Do your research. Make sure you have a site that delivers a smooth shopping experience and is easy to use. The e-commerce website. Okay, research suggests keeping website load times at 3 seconds or less. You want to make sure it's mobile friendly. Can it be used both on laptops and mobile devices? You've got to keep that site fresh and up to date. This is a process that needs to be done every day. Will you need staff to help you manage this? Or perhaps you already have a storefront and could develop or delegate some of this to existing staff. For several years, I've envisioned a new storefront concept where a minimum amount of retail is available in the front of the store, and the rear of the store is used as an order or distribution center for online sales. This concept could be especially good for storefronts in historic downtowns, where the properties are often long and narrow. Plus, training your staff to update your website while they're working in the store may also be a way to decrease your overall costs. Something else I thought about as I was driving downtown Springfield today is that there's a post office right downtown. So doing this kind of a duo shopping experience between the retail, physical retail, and online shopping could be an easy way to expand your sales while staying in an actual storefront location. Also remember, you need that live interaction if possible. Shoppers need to know that you are there to answer their questions. Your chat box should actually be an actual individual or run by an actual individual if possible. And if that's a problem, I mean, none of us can really, if we're small businesses, can run a chat box 24 hours a day, then list it. List it on your site. List your hours on your social media sites. Are you going to be there from 10 to 5 and we'll answer questions? You want to be able to give that same kind of level of customer service as people get when they go into a physical retail shop. And make sure during those live video events you're giving that you have someone managing the chat box. Make sure that you can list the link to your e-commerce site so that people can easily buy the product as they see it online. The research also recommends that you take a workshop or hire someone to assist you in optimizing your search rankings. You also want to look for online market opportunities that provide good advertising. You may even want to get together with a shop local project that's going to actually show where your site is located at. Whatever you do, you still want to make sure that they're helping you optimize your sales. Be honest with yourself about what you can do yourself and what you need to hire others to do. E-commerce sites for your virtual pop-up. I'm encouraging that you may want to try to take some other video workshops or online live workshops about different e-commerce site opportunities. I'm going to go over a few. I was actually looking at a online market, and it was very well done actually, but it's an online market that was featuring 4 different shops. Okay, when I went and drilled down into their e-commerce sites where you could actually buy the products at, I noticed that they were using a combination of several different platforms. The first one was Facebook Shop. Facebook Shop is closer to an online shopping platform. Facebook Marketplace is not. Facebook Marketplace is simply a listing of local personal ads. You don't want to use Facebook Marketplace as an e-commerce site, but Facebook Shop might work for you. Etsy is also another opportunity. In fact, some of you, especially the artists and artisans who are listing today, you already have Etsy shops. You just need to make sure that they're updated and fresh. And one of the biggest problems with using Etsy, I've worked with Etsy for a long, long time. One of the biggest problems is you're out there with a billion other shops. Well, what's really nice about these online markets that are starting up or these Facebook Live events is it gives you an opportunity to market that shop. All you need is the link so that they can get into Etsy and buy the product. There's also e-commerce website builders. E-commerce website builders say that they could provide designer templates, can be fully customizable, provide proven shopping features with no tech skills required. Well, I haven't tested that out, but that's what they advertise. Just remember, developing a site and maintaining it takes time and skill, regardless of what you use. You want to make sure you do that research. Or you could hire someone to create and maintain the site. You need to research benefits versus cost, and you need to make sure the website designer is reputable. I would definitely, if you're going to hire someone to develop your website, to make sure you get at least 2 recommendations from people that you really trust, either other businesses, someone that's at your innovation center. You need to know who they are. If I had the time, I could tell you a lot of horror stories about hiring website developers that weren't reputable and how much time and money people have lost. So you definitely want to do your research. And nothing else, shop your competitors. Find out what sites they're offering. Do you like their sites? Do you think it will work for you? These are questions you need to ask yourself before you make a commitment. Again, learn it, test it, refine it. You get your website up there, you're going to want to test it yourself. Have your friends test it. Make sure you keep those photos and videos fresh. Make sure that you're willing to advertise it. Get those contacts, those email contacts, so that you can survey your customers. Having an online shop can be just as much work as having a vendor booth, and for sure having a storefront build out. This is not just something you do on the side. This is the way you're going to make money and make your store profitable. I wish you all the best of luck, and thanks for joining.